a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Dadasaheb Phalke. Dhundiraj Govind Phalke, popularly known as Dadasaheb Phalke, was an Indian producer-director-screenwriter, known as the father of Indian cinema. His debut film, Raja Harishchandra, which was the first Marathi cinema, was the first Indian movie in 1913, and is now known as India's first full-length feature. He made 95 feature-length films and 27 short films in his career, spanning 19 years, until 1937, including his most noted works, Mohini Bhasmasur, Satyavan Savitri, Lanka Dahan, Shri, Krishna, Janma, and Kaliya, Mardan. The Dadasaheb Phalke Award, for lifetime contribution to cinema, was instituted in his honour by the Government of India in 1969. The award is one of the most prestigious awards in Indian cinema and is the highest official recognition for film personalities in our country. A postage stamp bearing his likeness was released by India Post to honour him in 1971. An honorary award from the Dadasaheb Phalke Academy Mumbai was introduced in the year 2001, for lifetime achievement in Indian cinema. 1870-1892, Early Life and Education. Dhundiraj Phalke was born on 30 April 1870 at Trimbak, Maharashtra into a Marathi-speaking Chitpavan Brahmin family. His father, Govind Shastri, was a Sanskrit scholar and worked as a priest conducting religious ceremonies, and his mother, Dwarkabai, was a housewife. The couple had 7 children, 3 sons and 4 daughters. Shiv Rampant, the eldest, was 12 years older than Phalke, and worked in Baroda. He briefly worked as the Dewan of the princely state of Johar and died in 1921, at the age of 63. Phalke's second brother, Raghunath, also worked as priest and died at a young age of 21. Dadasaheb taught Phalke to conduct religious rituals like yajna and dispensing of medicines. When he was appointed as a professor of Sanskrit in the Wilson College, Mumbai, the family shifted its base to Mumbai. Phalke completed his primary education in Trimbakeshwar and matriculation was done in Mumbai. Phalke joined the Sir J.J. School of Art, Mumbai in 1885 and completed a 1-year course in drawing. At the beginning of 1886, he accompanied his elder brother, Shiv Rampant, to Baroda where he got married to a girl from Maratha family. Later, he joined Faculty of Fine Arts at the Maharaja Sayajao University of Baroda and completed a course in oil painting and watercolor painting in 1890. He also achieved proficiency in architecture and modeling. In the same year, Phalke bought a film camera and started experimenting with photography, processing, and printing. He was awarded a gold medal for creating a model of an ideal theatre at the 1892 Industrial Exhibition of Ahmedabad. While his work was much appreciated, one of his fans presented him a costly camera used for still photography. In 1891, Phalke did a 6-month course to learn the techniques of preparing half-tone blocks, photolithio, and 3-color ceramic photography. Principal Guy Jar of Kaliya sent Phalke to Ratlam to learn 3-color block making, photolitho transfers, collotype and darkroom printing techniques under the guidance of Babulal Varuvalkar. 1893-1910, Early career. In 1893, Guy Jar allowed Phalke to use the photo studio and laboratory of Kaliya where he started his work under the name of Shri Phalke's engraving and photo printing. Despite his proficiency in various skills, he did not have a stable family life and had difficulties in making a living. Thus, in 1895, he decided to become a professional photographer and relocated to Godhra for doing business. His business did not do well in Godhra and he lost his wife and a child in the 1900 plague epidemic in the city. Phalke returned to Baroda and started photography business. It did not run well, because of the myth spread across the city that the camera sucks up the energy from a person's body which leads to their death. He faced similar resistance from the Prince of Baroda who refused to take photographs with the assumptions that it would shorten his life. Though The prince was later convinced by Phalke, who went on to advocate the benefits of photography in his court. It did not help Phalke's business. He started the business of painting the stage curtains for the drama companies. This got him some basic training in drama production and fetched him a few minor roles in the plays. Phalke learned magic tricks from a German magician who was on a tour in Baroda that time. This helped him use trick photography in his filmmaking. At the end of 1901, Phalke began to hold the public performances of magic using professional name of Professor Kelfer with letters of his last name in reverse order. In 1902, Phalke remarried to Saraswati Karandikar, niece of proprietor of Kirloskanatak Mondali. In 1903, he got a job as a photographer and draftsman at the Archaeological Survey of India. However, not satisfied with the job, Phalke resigned in 1906 and set up a printing press at Lonavla under the name of Phalke Engraving and Printing Works, with R.G. Bhandakar as a partner. The press majorly worked for making photolitho transfers for Ravi Verma Press, owned by painter Raja Ravi Varma. Later, it also started the work of half-tone block-making and printing and tricolour printing. With the growing business, the press was shifted to Dada, Mumbai. Later in 1908, Purushottam Mavji replaced Bhandakar as a partner and the press was renamed as Laxmi Art Printing Works. Phalke went to Germany in 1909 to buy the necessary colour printing machinery. Though the printing business grew exponentially, the partners had increasing differences about the running of the press. Soon, Phalke decided to abandon the partnership, without availing any monetary benefits. Initial struggle and London visit. After quitting Laxmi Art Printing Works, Phalke received multiple offers from various financiers to start another printing press, but he did not accept any offers. On the 14th of April 1911, Phalke with his elder son Balachandra went to see a film, Amazing Animals, at the America-India Picture Palace, Gurgaon, Mumbai. Surprised at seeing animals on the screen, Balachandra informed his mother, Saraswati, about his experience earlier that day. None of the family members believed them, so Phalke took his family to see the film the next day. As it was Easter, the theatre screened a film about Jesus, The Life of Christ by the French director Alice Guy Blache instead. While watching Jesus on the screen, Phalke envisioned Hindu deities Rama and Krishna instead and decided to start in the business of moving pictures. For the next 1 year, Phalke started collecting various film-related material like catalogues, books, and movie-making equipment from Europe. He bought a small film camera and reels and started showing movies at night, by focusing candlelight on a lens and projecting the pictures on the wall. He watched movies every evening for 4 to 5 hours and was deprived of sleep. This put strain on his eyes, and he developed cataract in both eyes. He continued working against the advice of taking rest and lost his sight completely. Ophthalmologist Dr. Prabhakar treated Phalke with the aid of 3 or 4 pairs of spectacles which helped him restore the eyesight. Phalke wished to go to London to get technical knowledge of filmmaking, but had difficulties getting finances for his trip. With the help of Yashwantrao Nadkarni and Dadasaheb Phalke, he secured a sum of 10,000 by mortgaging his insurance policies worth 12,000. On the 1st of February 1912, he boarded a ship for London. At London, Phalke saw a name board of Bioscope Cine Weekly, near Piccadilly Circus. He was a subscriber of the weekly in India. He met its editor, Mr. Hepburn, and explained the purpose of his visit. Hepburn advised Phalke against the idea of filmmaking in India based on the unsuccessful attempts in England and suggested that the Indian climate might not be suitable as well. However, he was impressed with Phalke's dedication and introduced him to the film director, producer, and screenwriter Cecil Hepworth of Walton Studios. Hepburn allowed Phalke to visit all the departments of the studio and their workings along with the demonstration of filming. At the advice of Hepburn and Hepburn, he bought Williamson camera for £50 and placed an order for Kodak RAW film and a perforator. Phalke stayed in London for 2 weeks and returned to India on the 1st of April 1912. He founded Phalke Films on the same day. Film debut with Raja Harishchandra. After coming back from London, Phalke started looking for a spacious place for shooting the films. Soon, The family shifted from Ismail Building, Chandni Road to Mathura Bhavan Bungalow, Dada. He constructed a small glass room at the compound of the bungalow and prepared a dark room and arrangements for processing the film. Imported filmmaking equipment reached Mumbai in May 1912, and Phalke set it up within 4 days with the help of sketch provided. He also taught his family to perforate and develop the film. To test the working of camera and projector, Phalke filmed the boys and girls in the surroundings to the satisfactory results. To demonstrate the filmmaking techniques and get financier for the feature film, Phalke decided to make a short film. He planted some peas in a pot and placed a camera in front of it. He shot 1 frame a day for over a month, producing a film just over 1 minute of the seed growing, sprouting, and changing into a climber. The short film titled Ankarachi Wad and was showed selective individuals. Some of them, including Yashwantrao Nadkarni and Narayan Rao, offered Phalke a loan. Phalke decided to make a film based on the legends of Harishchandra and wrote the script for it. He published advertisements in various newspapers like Indu Prakash calling for the cast and crew required for the film. As no women were available to play female leads, male actors performed the female roles. Dattatreya Damodar Darbuk played the lead role of King Harishchandra and Anna Salunke as Queen Taramati. Phalke's elder son Balchandra was assigned the role, Rohitashva, son of Harishchandra and Taramati. He was in charge of the scriptment, direction, production design, makeup, editing, and film processing, and Trimbak Betalang handled the camera. The filming was completed in 6 months and 27 days, producing a film of 3,700 feet, about 4 reels. The film premiered at the Olympia Theatre, Mumbai on the 21st of April 1913, and had its theatrical release on Saturday the 3rd of May 1913 at the Coronation Cinema, Gurgaon, Mumbai. It was a commercial success and laid the foundation for the film industry in the country. The film is often considered the first full-length Indian feature film, with its status debated, with historians considering Dadasaheb Phalke's silent film Shri Punderlike, released on the 18th of May 1912, the maiden Indian film. The Government of India recognizes Raja Harishchandra as the first Indian feature film. Phalke formed a film company, Hindustan Films, in partnership with 5 businessmen from Mumbai, in the hope that by having the financial aspect of his profession handled by experts in the field, he would be free to pursue the creative aspect. He set up a model studio and trained technicians and actors, but, very soon, he ran into insurmountable problems with his partners. In 1920, Phalke resigned from Hindustan Films, made his first announcement of retirement from cinema, and he wrote Rangpumi, an acclaimed play. Without him in charge, Hindustan Films ran into deep financial losses, and he was finally persuaded to return. However, Phalke felt constrained by the business and, after directing a few films for the company, he withdrew from it. The times changed and Phalke fell victim to the emerging technology of sound film. Unable to cope with the talkies, the man who had fathered the Indian film industry became obsolete. His last silent film Set Abandon was released in 1932 and later released with dubbing. During 1936-1938, he produced his last film Gangavataran, which was the only talking movie directed by Phalke, before retiring to Nashik, where he died on the 16th of February 1944. In popular culture, in 2009, the Marathi film Harishchandrachi Factory, which was directed by theatre veteran Paresh Makashi and depicts Dadasaheb Phalke's struggle in making Raja Harishchandra in 1913. It was also selected as India's official entry to the Academy Awards in the Best Foreign Language Film category. On the 30th of April 2018, Google honors the Indian producer for his 148th year of his birth. The Google Doodle was featured in Canada, India, Australia, and New Zealand. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?